Hello guys, this is Zervos97 back with a quick replay of my Batchat. I hope you enjoy this game. It is one of the first decent games I've had in my Batchat, to be honest. I've always been a bit of an average player in it. I'm not exactly... well, I've never really fulfilled a decent role in any game that has assured victory for our team. However, this game I think I did make a relatively large impact. And I would almost go as far to say, with a little bit of help, I did pretty much carry the game. So I'm going to first person view here, where we are aiming at T-71. An unlucky crit, I believe. I wouldn't have thought that would bounce. Find my first shot, but with the inaccuracy, the Batchat does miss. But the second one goes exactly where I want it to. And I have still got 2 shots in my magazine. However, I did choose to reload at that stage as I knew it was too early in the game for a serious threat to be advancing. As you see, we have an IS-7 moving up. I'm going to swap back to free camera while we just look around. I do nearly go out, however I decide to take the more tactical approach and go backwards to avoid fire. Although you can see it doesn't really work and we do suffer turret damage. Although it did prevent us from getting hit by the 183, which is our main concern. You see we're aiming at an Indian Panzer over there. We just loaded in time, we get one good one into him, rolling high for 427. We wait for him to present himself. Again, the bad accuracy of the Batchat showing. We do bounce off the gun mantle with that shot, but with our fourth we do manage to ensure the kill. So we still got that 215B out there, making that area extremely hazardous for our E50M teammate and our M48. Claver, my friend in the M48, has already taken a large amount of his health, and he is suffering. Nick Nacho puts a big hit into the Lorraine 40T, which is always nice. Getting rid of the autoloaders early is always a good move. See here, we're looking at our friend here, as he was trying to show us where the ricochets are gone. But, yeah, there's more important things to be done. So you see I'm coming out slowly because of the 215. I do get lucky there, and the shot does deviate from where I aimed. If it hit flat on the turret, I probably would have bounced. I believe it was something like 250 turret armor. But the shot did indeed deviate low, ensuring we were able to penetrate his lower hull. So here you see our IS-7 has been taken out, and we now only have an E100 and a IS-3 on 1000 or almost 700 health now. I was thinking about going out there to try and get flank shots on the IS-3 and T-57 Heavy, but I didn't want to be shot by the 183. You can see there IS-2 ISU back there is telling me to fall back, and I do listen to him. Now I believe the 57 will be reloading, but anyway, we do come around. We put one shot into the IS-3, however it does hit his spaced armour. I am surprised we don't still penetrate. I put another one into him. We bounce the IS-3, something you should never be reliant on in the Batchat. You can see here where we were able to bounce him, and I believe he was at about that angle. So you can see at that kind of angle, it doesn't matter how much armor you have, it probably will bounce. You can see right here on just the corner. So that could have hit any of the spots. There are about 4 different armor slopes it could have tapped. Our teammate in the M48 pattern has just been taken out, but with his health that's not surprising. E50M has taken no damage yet, however is seriously outnumbered on that flank now. But there's a lot of tanks over here on low health, and I am trying to try and give him a hand. Our Tortoise has been taken out, leaving our E50M platoon mate on his own. We do put one into the Lorraine. I was going to go with one for the 183, however on this health I wouldn't be surprised if he could one-shot us. With Hesh I know he can do that when we're on full. Even not firing Hesh, I don't really want to lose 1000 of my health, I'd rather conserve it. Seeing that the E100 have bounced, we go out. However, the IS-3, we do bounce off his side again. We then bounce off the weak spot on his turret, and then that one just misses. So that was some fairly poor play. Where did that one go in? Straight in the turret. One earlier went straight in the side. It's not surprising. Can't rely on your armour in the Batchat. Our E50 is just taken out their E50M. Good play by him. And he is now engaging their T-34. We are just sitting here reloading, hoping our E100 can survive for a little bit longer, as without him there is no way we can hold this flank. You can see we are running low on ammunition, however. Out of the 13 shots that we've delivered, well no, out of the 17 shots I believe we've delivered, only 8 of them have actually gone in and penetrated. You can see we were trying to get a sneak kill on the IS-3, but it doesn't work because the RT takes him out. Our E100 does get unlucky and gets sets on fire, which is rather unfortunate for us because that means we are alone on this flank. The E100 scuffs his shot, and we come out, track him, and our ISU nails it. The Lorraine foolishly tries to trade shots, knowing we are just an improved version of him. We do more damage, and he was just a little bit too slow on the trigger there. However, he may have thought we were reloading, I'm not sure. You can see here we are going for a reload. The problem with going for a reload in this situation is we do not have any support apart from the one ISU. And the amount of time that thing takes to reload, it would certainly not be able to hold off what's around there. We only have 4 shots being loaded into this magazine because of a lack of ammo. Our last scout has been taken out, leaving me as the spotter as such on this flank. Our ISU does miss, I think. And you can see, apart from the ISU and possibly their RT, they have very good players left. You can see the Object 704 with an extremely high win rate, the FE not far behind, they are platooned, so we don't know what to expect from them, however we know they will be very good. You can see down here, the bottom left, the ISU is moaning at me. However, given the current situation, and being reloading with a T-57 Heavy up there, I had no intention of just sitting around waiting to be killed in the loading process. So, I don't care what he says. You can see we do come up to try and help our E50M here. This is because we could have taken a shot on that T-57 Heavy, but running this low on ammunition, I didn't want to take the risk. And you will see why later in the game. If I had taken that shot and had missed, then I would not be able to have taken... well, I would not have been able to finish this game. And I believe it's already passed, but E50M platoon mate had put a shell into the artillery that was foolishly in their base. So you see there, since we were patient, we had to wait. We were able to... there you go. We were able to assure the kill. Our E50M puts a massive damage roll in, which later in the game will come into... well, it's definitely one of the reasons we assured the win. We put a clutch shot into the 183, and luckily it does go into the upper of his hull, where there is very small amounts of armour. So we don't know where that Ferdinand is. He was last spotted up in B9, but we can't be sure. The ISU misses us, or the E50M, I'm not 100% sure who he is firing at. We do miss a shot on the ISU, leaving us with 5 rounds of ammunition for the rest of the game. This is a severe problem. There's 5 enemy tanks, we only have 5 rounds. I do carry 1 set of heat rounds for this current situation. I will only load these when I'm having to fight IS-7s usually. However, I thought now I am grateful to have them. And I don't really appreciate gold ammo, I'm not a massive fan of it, but some situations you do need it to be able to pull off wins. And you could be argued that it is buying skill, and I totally agree with that. But I see no reason of putting myself at a disadvantage. So you see we get extremely lucky with a high damage roll on that Ferdinand, being able to take him out. We go up here to see if we can get a spot on the FV. Again, we were turning around to come out. However, he misses his shot, so do we. Knowing he has only got 2 rounds a minute, I take my time. Well, I don't actually. I bounce, not expecting him to bounce, with the gold shell. And I put one to his lower plate, assuring the top gun. And taking their most potent player, I believe, or one of them. But definitely the most potent tank out of the game. Now, all that's left is the artillery. As you can see there, who's only played 6k games. And has 6% win ratio. As much as I do kind of use stats, I don't rely on them. In situations like this, you just have to take it as everyone you meet is going to be as good, if not better, as you. Don't underestimate anyone, especially when you have one shell left in your tank. So we see I could be going a little bit stealthier, however I am just going for the full on rush. I don't completely aim, he misses anyway, and we finish with 6 damage. So that was my Batchat game. I got 7 kills, I did 4,446 damage. Platoon mate in the 50M got 1, he did over 2k, 3k damage if I remember right. I don't have the post-battle results screen, but I will make sure to get them in for later in the game, and my replays will include them sometime. But I can assure you I got over 100,000 credits, 2,300 XP, and partially because of so much spotting damage we did. Anyway, this has been Zervos97. I hope you've enjoyed this replay, and I look forward to bringing you more content. Thank you, and good night.